What is going on, guys? PaPaSea back from the video for you guys, bringing you week 5 of season 3 of the GBA D-League. This week, your New York Klinks taking on Abe, coach of the Newcastle Umbreons. His link, of course, will be in the description. I am doing a little bit of a different recording method this time because I want to be able to pause the battle in the middle, so things might be a little bit weird, sound might be off, but either way, I was not able to get a team builder up, so let's just do a very quick team builder, so to say. I do have Gigalith. I do have some attack investment to break a sub on the Como. I figured sub Como was a good bring because I pretty much can't touch it with my fairy type Sylveon, which is kind of annoying how a fairy type can't check a dragon type, but it's whatever. Gigalith, Stealth Rocks, Get Up Sand, very good. I have a Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Flamethrower, Sludge Wave on the Weezing. Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb, not just because it does more damage. Sludge Wave was actually a pain to get on Weezing. I tried to get it in the past, but it's like some really obscure Gen 5 event or something like that. I was finally able to get Sludge Wave over Sludge Bomb. That is relevant because if he is, for whatever reason, bulletproof on the Como, I can hit it. I'm assuming he's going to be soundproof because he does a Sylveon, but you never know. Then I do have Scarfoopa, only 2 special there, just 4 attacks, Scarfoopa. Do have Manaphy with Z Rain Dance. I have Scarf Haxorus with 4 attacks just because Earthquake, Low Kick, Dragon Claw, and Poison Jab hit, I think it was Poison Jab my last move, hit his team pretty hard. And then I do have the Excadrill, with this, which is the Sand Rush, with Rapid Spin and 3 attacks as well, just because it's if you look at his team, right, last week, he played Randy, and I'm not going to spoil the outcome, but he had a lot of trouble against Mega Caesar. So I figured Steel types against his team are probably pretty good, so I figured let's just bring Excadrill. And if you look at this matchup, I mean, Excadrill, if I was Mold Breaker, I'd hit everything super effective, but I'm not Mold Breaker. Either way, Excadrill is a good matchup, that's why I brought it, that's why you bring every Pokemon, isn't it? Let's just get right into the battle before I continue rambling on. I do decide to lead with my Gigalith, though. I was really considering leading with Weezing, but I led Gigalith because I knew that Stealth Rocks would be really important because he has no way of getting rid of him unless he has Defog on his Beedrill, which really isn't the most common thing in the world. I really doubt he would bring that, so I lead with Gigalith. If he does lead Mamoswine, I can take a Jolly Life Orb Earthquake, which with pretty much no problems. So he led with this thing. I'm not sure if he's going to be Scarfed. I'm not sure what he's going to do at all. So I just stay in because I figure, you know what? Getting rocks up is really valuable. If he Earthquakes me, I will live it. If he is Scarf, he has to be Jolly, not Adamant, to speed tie my Hoopa. So we just trade rocks here, which is completely fine. I do have Rapid Spin on my Excadrill, and he has no removal, so it's completely okay. Rocks really don't hurt my team that much. So we trade rocks, which is great. And here, I don't want to take an Earthquake, obviously. So I do switch out to my Weezing, as he most likely predicts that, because why would I stay in on a Mamoswine? And he does go for the Icicle Sphere, which is going to hit me for, I think it just hits twice and gets 1 crit, which really doesn't really matter, because it roughly averages out to 3 hits like that anyway. So that's fine, whatever. I know I can take hits from this thing. I do have Will-O-Wisp, I do have Pain Split, so I have pretty much no problem just staying in on this Mamoswine, and just sitting here until it burns to death, basically. Now the Sandstorm has been unfortunate for me, which is kind of interesting, because I set the Sandstorm up, and I'm taking Sandstorm damage while he's not, because he's a ground type, which is unfortunate, but it's not really the worst thing in the world, because like I said, I can just Will-O-Wisp him, I can just go for Pain Split. There's really nothing too bad there. He does go for Icicle Sphere. He can actually 3 times this time, which is fine. If I burn him at this range, even if he hits 5 times, I can live it, so it's perfect, and then I can Pain Split the turn after. If he decides to switch out after the Will-O-Wisp, everything on his team is max HP anyway, so it doesn't really matter because I get a good Pain Split off. So I get the burn off, which is fantastic. If he is Focus Sashed, it breaks the Sash, which is great. I didn't get to see an item on this thing. I know it's not Scarfed, obviously, now, but I don't know what item it was. It wasn't Life Orb, possibly Expert Belt, to be honest, because I have no idea. But he takes some bird damage, which is fantastic, because like I said, if he was Sash, it's now broken. And here I just go for Pain Split, because if he switches out, it doesn't really matter. And he switches out, he goes out into his Jirachi, I believe? What is this? No, he goes out to his Rotom. Okay, and here I'm thinking, like, I don't really know what Rotom wants to do to me. He could be some really cheeky Will-O-Wisp Hexa. That does like the most damage to me that I could possibly think of from a regular Rotom. And he could be a similar set to my Weezing, where he's just like Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, stuff like that. So I just stay in, because I figure I really don't have a reason not to. If he goes for Will-O-Wisp, I can click the, if he goes for Volt Switch, I can click the Will-O-Wisp and then catch something that comes in. He most likely won't switch Mamoswine back in, which is good. So I think that's exactly what I do. He goes for Will-O-Wisp, and I think I went for Will-O-Wisp as well. He connects, which is fine. It is a bit unfortunate, though, because I do take Sandstorm damage, I do take the burn damage, and my Black Sludge is basically canceled out from those 2 damages. Then I go for the Flamethrower, actually, not the Will-O-Wisp. My bad. So that is an okay amount of damage. He's going to take Sandstorm damage. I don't think another Flamethrower will kill from this range, but I do think I went for it anyway. Just to get as much damage off as I can, because I really don't think he do that much damage, and I really expect him to go for Volt Switch over here. But he does actually go for the Pain Split, I do believe, as we take so long with all this Sandstorm damage. Oh my god. But he does go for the Pain Split, which shows that he's basically a similar set to my Weezing, so I figure I don't really think I should stay in, because I do want to keep my Weezing around a little bit longer, but at the same time, I'm burned, I'm pretty low, I'm not going to get that much damage off. I go for Flamethrower, and I know another one will KO. which is great, especially with the Sandstorm image. Another one's definitely going to KO him, which is fantastic. Here he does go for the Volt Switch, which I do live, as we, again, we do take all the damage and take the Black Sludge recoil, or the Black Sludge health back. And now there's the Sandstorm, and now he has to take Sandstorm, right? Or did Art take Sandstorm? Okay, perfect. So now he goes for the Volt Switch here, as I switch out, actually. Kind of a risky play, because he could have just easily went for Pain Split, but I go out into my Hoopa because I know I can kill this thing. If he wants to Will-O-Wisp again, for whatever reason, it's fine, because I'm a special Hoopa. So he goes for the Volt Switch, which is completely fine. Now, at this point, I kind of realized that he basically gets a free switch into his Mega Beedrill, or to his Beedrill, and then he can just Mega Evolve with like a U-turn, because there's no way a Scarfed Hoopa outspeeds a Beedrill. But he goes to his Jirachi, which I don't know if his Jirachi was Scarfed, because if it's not, I can kill it right here with the Dark Pulse, depending on the set, of course. I really didn't want to risk the Scarf U-turn, so I just switch out. At this point, I didn't reveal if I was Scarfed, I didn't reveal my item, so I didn't reveal any moves, so that's pretty good. I took damage, which sucks, but I go out to my Haxorus, which is Scarfed. As he goes for the U-turn, does an okay amount of damage here, which shows me that he's most likely just an offensive set. As this U-turn does, I think it does like 30%. Actually, I took rocks damage, so it's maybe like 25%. So he switches out here, and he goes out into his Mamoswine, which I'm kind of scared that he's just going to fire off an Ice Shard, which wouldn't kill me, but it's damage I don't want to take. I just stand and go for the Low Kick, because I know from this range, Low Kick definitely kills him. And he's also burned, so even if he does have Ice Shards, he can do less damage than that shit. So I go for the Low Kick here, and I get the Mamoswine kill, which is fantastic. But now, since I'm Scarfed, if he goes to Beedrill, I can't touch it. If he goes to the Jirachi, it's most likely Scarfed, and I can't touch it. So I have to switch out, which has been unfortunate, but I do get a kill, which is nice. Get the first blood of the battle. He goes out to his Beedrill, takes some rocks damage. Now here, I really shouldn't stay in. I am Scarfed. I would click Earthquake if I could, but I can't. So I switch out, and I go to my Kirishima, get the sand back up as well, which is very nice. I'm at full HP too. I take some rocks damage, of course, but I'm at full HP, which is great. And I get the sand back up, which means X-Beedrill can come in and do some serious damage to his team. I can kill the Jirachi, I can kill this thing. I think the only thing on his team that I cannot kill with X-Beedrill in one hit at this point is like the Superior, unless there's something that I'm missing. Actually, Como, I don't think I kill Como either. But he goes to the Mega Evolution, which is fine. And here I think he goes for the U-turn. I can take a Drill Run as well. And he goes for Toxapex, actually, which I didn't expect at all, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Unfortunately, Weezing can't get rid of the Toxapex because I have Levitate, and I'm grounded poison type. But I do have my X-Drill, which is immune and has Rapid Spin, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I can definitely handle it. And he goes for the U-turn there, does a pretty okay amount of damage. Like I said, I'm not max defense because I do have to have some attack investment to break these subs. Did I actually say, I don't know if I said that, but I have enough attack investment to break a sub on a Como. Just so you know. He goes up to this thing and takes some rocks damage, and it dies, which is great. I don't know why he went to that. I guess he wanted to scout what I wanted to go for. And here I think it's one for the Earthquake. No, one for Rock Blast, actually. And it fails, obviously, because there's no zero target. So he goes out into his Como here. And here I'm thinking, like, okay, I really don't want to give him a free Dragon Dance. I really don't want to give him a free sub. But I don't want him to kill me. So I figured, you know what? The best thing I can do is if he kills me, I go to X-Drill and kill him. If he goes for sub, my Earthquake breaks the subs. Unless he's even if he's max HP, my Earthquake does min 24%. But the thing is, I don't know his set. I don't think he's max HP because I'm assuming he's sub, Dragon Dance, Dragon Move, Fighting Move. Because in order to outspeed my Hoopa, he has to have some pretty significant speed investment because he's base 85 speed, Hoopa's base 80. Meaning he can't be max HP. He can't be max HP, max attack, and max speed, is what I'm trying to say. So I just stay in and I figure, you know what, I can break his subs like 90% of the time, assuming he's max HP. So I stay in, I go for Earthquake, I think I get a crit this time, which I don't know if it mattered. Again, I mean, if it does min 24%, assuming he's max HP, I don't really know. So whatever. I break the sub again, and he keeps going for subs. And I'm trying to think here, like, maybe he has a berry. Maybe he knows that my subs are gonna, or maybe he knows that his subs are gonna break and I have a berry. I don't really know. He just goes for Brick Break, not the sub, which tells me that he probably doesn't have a berry then, because if he did have a good berry, he would just go for the sub there. I don't know, either way, I go for Earthquake, and that is not gonna kill him, but he actually did have a berry, which is fun. As you can see from that, I don't know how much that did, but it looks like it's more than 25%. The berry activates something like, what could this berry possibly be? It's a Stallic Berry, raises his speed. Luckily, the Sandstorm is up, and he dies. So that is absolutely fantastic that this thing goes down. I'm very happy about that. But one thing that is pretty bad, though, is I wasted some Sandstorm turns, and my Gigalith is getting pretty low, meaning my ability to set up Sandstorms is rather limited at this point. So it takes rocks damage, which is great. Fantastic. And here I switch out because I figure maybe I'll have another chance to get set up, set up Sand again in the future. I go to Weezing. I don't care if it dies. If he goes for U-turn and I die, that's completely fine. I go to my X-Drill and just do a lot of damage. He goes for U-turn, and my Weezing will go down, but Weezing did what it had to do. Completely fine with that. if this Beedrill comes back in, it'll be at about roughly 25% because of the Stealth Rocks, meaning pretty much anything on my team can KO it, which is great. So he goes out here into his Jirachi, and I'm thinking, great, if he's Scarfed, doesn't matter, I have Excadrill, Earthquake, kills him. So I go to Excadrill and do exactly that. I click Earthquake, he has no switch in at this point, Beedrill would die, Superior after an Earthquake and a Poison Jab I'm pretty sure would die, and I can take a Leaf Storm because I am Assault Vest. I don't think I said that, but I'm Assault Vest with 60 Speed F investment, so I can take a Leaf Storm, or 2 Leaf Storms, I don't even know. But I go for the Earthquake and I get the kill on Jirachi, which is fantastic. I still don't know what Jirachi that it was. I'm thinking it was Scarfed, but again, I don't know for sure. So down goes Jirachi, which is fantastic. I think at this point we're up like 5-3, which is fantastic. So he goes to Superior here, and I'm thinking like, okay, I can take a Leaf Storm, but a Poison Jab does not kill him. I cannot take 2 Leaf Storms. So I switch out and I go to my, it's also the last turn of Stand, by the way. So I switch out and I go to my Hatchers because I'm Scarfed and I can outspeed this thing. He goes for a Leaf Storm. I know I can take it. It's not a big deal. And I know Poison Jab won't kill him, but if I go for the Poison Jab, then Extra will come in, take a hit, and then go for Poison Jab and kill him. Assuming I get the Sand back up, which is where I kind of make a mistake, because Gigalith has 18 HP and can get the Sand back up. So I take that, no problem. But unfortunately, he reveals that he's Scarfed, which broke my heart, because I'm like, damn, Haxorus, unfortunately, not able to get a Poison Jab off. Take some poison damage, doesn't really matter, because either way, the Leaf Storm would kill me. And that's where I found he's Scarfed, and I'm like, damn, the Sandstorm's out too. And the thing is, though, like, in retrospect, if I stayed in and clicked Poison Jab with Excadrill, I would have got the Poison Jab off, and then he would have got a Leaf Storm off, then he would have outsped because the Sandstorm would have went away, and then I would have died. And then Excadrill would have come, or not Excadrill, Hax would have came in and died. So I go to Kirishima, thinking maybe it can live the Stealth Rocks damage. Obviously, it's not going to be able to because it's 18 HP. Down it goes, no Sand for me, which is unfortunate. So here I go to my Excadrill because I'm thinking, like, I can actually take a hit. I'm pretty sure I take a hit. And if I get a crit with Poison Jab, it'll kill. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe luck will be on my side for once. Let's go for the Poison Jab. Maybe I'll get a crit. He goes for Leaf Storm. He connects. Does not kill me because of my investment. That actually does kill me. I'm completely wrong. I thought I lived that. Never mind. I don't even remember what my exact set was, but I know I was able to take 1 Leaf Storm, possibly 2. Again, I don't really remember. So go to Hoopa here, and I'm thinking, like, yeah, I can't take a hit. I'm at a little bit below half. Cannot take a hit. He goes for Leaf Storm. I get Poison too, which doesn't really matter. He goes for Leaf Storm here, and he misses. And I'm thinking, like, yes, finally, the Hax gods shout out me. We've been critted, we've missed moves. Finally, the Hax gods shouting on me. Of course, this is completely shitty for Abe because he missed a Leaf Storm. Otherwise, if he landed, he wins the game right here, basically. And I'm thinking, yes, all I have to do is land this Gunk Shot, and I win the battle. I missed the Gunk Shot. I can't be too mad about that because I would have never had that opportunity had he not missed a Leaf Storm. So it's just a little bit of salt in the wound because, again, you really can't consider that Hax when we both miss. But down goes Lucifer, which is unfortunate. I don't remember what his Beedrill's HP stat was at, but I think it would have died from rocks. Again, I'm not 100% sure. But even if it didn't die from rocks, hypothetically, in a perfect world, if he misses the Leaf Storm, I land the Gunk Shot. I'm pretty sure that Manaphy takes a hit, and we could have won 1-0. But again, I really can't be too mad about that because I would have never had that opportunity had he not missed a 90 accurate move, which you pretty much would never miss. He goes to Leaf Storm on low pump. Of course, it dies, and that is going to be unfortunate. So what we learned is I was not prepared for Scarf Superior. In retrospect, see, the thing is, like, with the whole... Let me actually... I just want his name to load. There we go. In retrospect, had I stayed in with the extra one for Poison Jab, would I have been in a better position? I don't know, because the Sand would have ran out. I really feel like no matter what I did, the Scarf Superior would just come in and kill me. Possibly if I had my Wheezing a little bit healthier. Possibly if I brought Mega Pidgeot. Actually, why did I not bring Mega Pidgeot out this matchup, the more that I look at it? I guess does struggle a bit against the Rotom and the Mamoswine and the Primarina, which he didn't bring. I don't know. Either way, I think we played really well. I think the past couple weeks we've been playing pretty well. I have pretty much no complaints this battle when it comes to, like, anything I can't control, if that makes any sense. But I think the last couple weeks we've been playing better. We are 0-5, but who cares? We're playing okay. We're still in this. Actually, I don't think we can playoffs. But still, I'm going to try to win. Next week we play Magic Activator, who I think he's on a little bit of a winning streak, so that should be a fun battle. Hopefully we can spoil that winning streak. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep it in your Klinks. I will see you guys next week. Have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye.